Hi, I just finished my class and I I want to talk about something, a topic that is a bit personal, but I reckon many of us will feel this one, you know, and it's about self sabotage. Yes, self sabotage. I'm sure that you've heard of that term, or could it be some of us are doing it right now without even realizing it. So, what is it actually? I think many of us understand this. It's a simple term. When we get in our own way, we get in our own way. You know, we we block our own progress. We block our own peace, and we block our own success. And it is not because of other people lack of opportunity, but because we ourselves are pulling the brakes. For example, there's an important task to finish, right? But you end up watching, 2 or 3 episodes of on Netflix instead. Or you get offered a great opportunity, but turn it down because you think I'm not good enough. Yeah, and the classic one, I'll do it later. I will do it later. It might look like laziness on the outside, but truthfully, it often comes from fear. Yes, fear. I mean, some of us, a lot of us are afraid of failing, but some of us are actually afraid of succeeding. Can you believe it? Because, once you succeed, the pressure is on to stay consistent, to meet expectations. So the mind chooses what feels safe, even if that so-called safety keeps us stuck. And there's also this thing called imposter syndrome. You achieve something, but inside you feel like fraud. You know, like, oh, I just got lucky. I'm not really that good. You feel like you don't deserve it. So I don't know. Yeah, many have told me that they have been there. But looking back, I think I felt that a few times also. Back when I first started posting my work online, I think, or when people praise my writing, I would feel unsure. I felt unsure. There would be that little voice here, going, who do you think you are? Or will anyone even care? But I know, that voice wasn't truth. It was fear. It was fear and dressed up as caution. You know. So how do it's hard to deal with it, honestly. It is hard, and but I think we have to recognize the pattern. Like, when does it happen? What triggers it? If we always put things on when we are anxious or under pressure, well, I think that's a clue. And maybe we could write that down. I write down everything. When I'm stressed or when I'm confused, I would write down in this case, we write down those negative voices, and we try to answer them back. And for example, if the voice says, "I'm not good enough," you can reply, "I'm learning, and everyone starts somewhere." And I think it is important for us to not wait for massive motivation. Because one small action today is better than 1,000 big ideas with no follow through. Okay, and I think apart from having a support system like a friend, a mentor, a community, I think we should be able to forgive ourselves. If you slip up, if we slip up, don't beat ourselves up, because we are human, and so just don't let it become our forever excuse. Okay, so that's all for today. If something I said hit home, well, that's awareness, and once we are aware, we are already halfway there. Okay, see you and good night. Bye bye.